In the event that Vanderpump Rules is extended for a 12th season, Scheana Shay believes that women should govern. Shay stated that for the Bravo reality program to survive more than a year after Raquel Leviss and Tom Sandoval's devastating infidelity scandal shattered the basis of the show, modifications must be made. In July 2024, Shay expressed, "I hope we can move forward still making this show," in an interview with Entertainment Tonight. "However, I fail to see how we can keep doing this with everyone." Then, someone asked the Bravo actress what she wanted to see happen with Vanderpump Rules. Shay insisted that the girls return. "So, female power is what we need." Shay was joined by Lisa Vanderpump, Ariana Madix, Lala Kent, Katie Maloney, Tom Schwartz, Tom Sandoval, James Kennedy, and friends Brock Davies and Alki Luber in the cast of the 11th season of Vanderpump Rules. Deadline revealed in April that Vanderpump Rules will not be filming as regularly as usual. Bravo has not formally renewed the program. Not every member of the female cast in Season 11 stood together in the wake of Sandoval and Leviss affair. Even though they were all in favor of Sandoval's ex-girlfriend Ariana Madix, Shay and Kent couldn't help but see how harshly everyone else was treating the disgraced bar owner. Shay in particular found it difficult to let go of her lifelong buddy Sandoval. When Madix declined to film with Sandoval during a cast function, Kent retaliated in the plot twist Season 11 finale episode. When she experienced an expletive, everyone came around to support her. In the Season 11 finale, Kent observed of Madix, "She now thinks she is Beyoncé." She went on, "That she can't film with Sandoval is an expletive." Shay concurred with Kent's criticism of Madix, pointing out that it wasn't as though Sandoval had killed someone. During the Vanderpump Rules reunion taping, the whole group saw the tirade about Madix for the first time. Later, Madix discussed the matter on the Disrespectfully podcast with Katie Maloney and Dana Cathan. She claimed it seemed like it was aimed directly at her. "We felt as though she was suddenly imprisoned in this room. Thus, the conclusion didn't provide us what we were hoping for. In order to force this moment immediately, we're going to reciprocate by doing it right now, in a location where she is required by contract to be present." And I started crying at that point. "Are you all content now?" Madix inquired. Following the completion of Vanderpump Rules shooting, Kent took a stand against Madix in a June 2024 edition of the podcast 2 T's in a Pod. She said, "I have always tried to be very supportive," before accusing Madix of bringing a diva-ness to the program as she started to receive opportunities following the affair. Kent said, "I find it annoying when people believe they are more important than the show." In addition, Madix received criticism from Kent for dating Daniel Y., her new lover, so quickly following her breakup with Sandoval. "I said to her, 'I know how much pain you're in.'" With Madix, though, Kent remarked, "I just don't see how you could be that devastated if I'm relating to it, and then I'm seeing how you could move on from something so traumatic." There have been rumors that Shay is in discussions to join the Valley given the uncertain future of Vanderpump Rules. In July 2024, the spin-off series began production for its second season. Shay acknowledged she had not heard anything formal on the fate of Vanderpump Rules in an interview with E! News in July. She did not, however, rule out making a guest appearance on The Valley, which stars Janet Caperna and Brittany Cartwright, two of her mother friends. The vocalist of Good as Gold hinted at us. "The problem with The Valley is that these people are also my real pals. This is my actual social circle. Vanderpump Rules are more of my party pals, and these are more of my parent friends." Scheana Shay is not offering any excuses. The cast member of Vanderpump Rules gave some thought to the sensational Season 11 finale and reunion special in the most recent installment of her own podcast. When a fan inquired about whether Scheana regretted any of her decisions made in those latter episodes, Scheana addressed the subject during the standard Q and a period. The question didn't say which options, but it's reasonable to infer it had to do with Scheana's kind demeanor toward Tom Sandoval. Scheana said, "I wouldn't repeat my actions, but I wouldn't regret them. Right then, I felt like I was taking the greatest possible care of myself so that I could sleep at night. I believed that in order for me to show some grace, it was necessary." The fallout from Tom's controversial split from Scheana's close friend Ariana Madix was depicted in Season 11. After the breakup, Scheana was undoubtedly Team Ariana, but she also said that she found it difficult to let go of Tom. During the Season 11 reunion, she mentioned the predicament. She said to Tom at the special, "I will never forget what a good friend you've been to me. The only one who has supported me from the beginning is you. I remember that I had to make a decision." Furthermore, Ariana did nothing improper. In the July 26 Shenanigans episode, Scheana acknowledged that she was overly preoccupied with other people's perceptions. Nevertheless, she started acting on this realization after Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre's producer gave her some guidance. Scheana claimed to have met the two during a Flippers Boogie Palace gig on a recent girls' vacation to London. "And this is what the producer of Dr. Dre told me this past weekend. And I think to myself, God, how does that feel? I mean, perhaps my concern about other people's opinions is the reason I'm not a millionaire. I'm not serious. However, I do. You folks seem to be aware of it, too." She went on, "There are times when I could live in the comments section. I do make an effort to act morally. However, last summer, I was also attempting to act morally and trying to find out how to balance Ariana's loyalty with my own needs and manage this show." Although Scheana claims to always have the finest of intentions, sometimes her execution and delivery are off. She stated, "I'm just trying to do the right thing, and I have a good heart. I'm attempting to be meticulous. It's not always a success. I have no regrets. Indeed, though, I will not be repeating." In addition, Scheana offered some insightful remarks from Snoop Dogg, who had an alternative interpretation on the YOLO concept. She remembered him telling her that people often like to remark that you only live once. "But I'd like to say you only die once, so you should live every day," he continues. And I thought, whoa, that was very poetic, he said. "You know, in order for you to be a better teacher, you have to let your daughter learn." So, sure, sage counsel from Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre's producer. Magnificent.